Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are doing a monthly reading for the sign of Virgo for April 2024. So if you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or any other placement you're feeling called to take a look at, then these messages are for you. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force something to fit if it's not matching your situation or your energy. This reading is timeless as well, so whenever you're seeing this is the right time for you to receive it. Even if that's sometime after April, that's just a good indicator that now is a better time for you to hear these messages. Because even when we're experiencing the same energy, we're all moving on different timelines and might experience it at different times. Okay. Let's see. So, you're getting some much needed clarity this month. This has to do with some sort of communication that comes in or happens for you. It something is moving rather quickly as well. This feels like a bit, yeah, like a big shift happening. Like you feel one way at the beginning of the month, but like by the end, it feels really different. Like this feels like a bigger change than perhaps, or like a bigger event than perhaps other people, other placements might be experiencing. It may come as like an unexpected turn as well, like something popping up out of nowhere. But it brings some sort of information that you need in order to move forward. There's something here about give and take being balanced or feeling balanced because you're receiving something. It's almost like someone is giving you something, and because you're open to receiving it, it balances things out in some way that may have felt a little less balanced before. There's like a strong message coming through about it being something physical, like an actual gift, as opposed to something like non-tangible. But for some of you, the gift could be something that's not physical. But for some of you, it absolutely will be. And something about this makes a big difference, like in your confidence, in your reassurance to move forward. It feels like that's what allows things to start to move a little more quickly. There is some difficulty here with this transition, though. And the part that's difficult is is this element of letting go of the past completely, leaving some baggage behind that you've been carrying with you that's no longer serving you or is not going to serve you in this mm, like future, like the experience you're moving toward. So what's going to help you to let go of those little lingering energies, feelings, experiences that are holding you back is to shift your focus, to like not give these past feelings and experiences as much attention. And I'm getting this message that like not to focus on the goal of trying to like avoid thinking about these things, because that's going to make you think about them more and make it harder, because that's a form of giving it attention. What's going to be helpful for you to focus on is what you want to see different in your life, what it is that you want to manifest, your vision for the future, like to make it feel really solid and real for you, to behave and speak as if your life is already in that state of existence, whatever it is that you want that to be. And there's something about making that clearer, like getting a little more specific with the universe about what it is that you're needing in your life. And when you focus so intently on what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to be in, and like immerse yourself in it, it creates an environment where you just don't think about the past so much anymore. You don't consider whatever it is that this like lingering and attachment to you. Like, I'm getting that when you move into this new energy, because it is an energy of like switching timelines. And when you move into that and like find yourself, I don't really want to say at the destination, because life is always a journey and it never stops. But when you like look around and suddenly like realize that you're in the life that you were like sort of pretending to be in at first, and but like focused on it so intently that you created it for yourself, when you like suddenly look around and realize like, I'm here, I did it. It's like the next time you think about the past, you'll realize how just how long it's been since any of that came up or like had your attention. And that's also going to give you more confidence and resolve to really just not think about it anymore, for it to not come up anymore, because everything else around you is going so well. And this is like the end of the month spot. It may be for many of you that like by the end of the month, things are like drastically different, because when you focus your attention and get really clear on what it is you want and put all of your energy there, and as opposed to like splitting the energy between the past and the future, things can manifest very quickly. So you could be genuinely surprised that you've like arrived essentially in this space by the end of the month, because you're seeing success, you're seeing progress, or at least that you're moving in this direction. And if it doesn't happen for you exactly by like the cutoff of the end of the month, like this is something that it's clear that you're working toward it and like on your way by the end of the month, and it will follow shortly. Okay, let's clarify these and get a little more detail. We'll start with the Knight of Swords. Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. I'm getting that there's something about this past that you're moving quickly away from. Whoa. It's been a source of stress and conflict in your life. Yeah, and there's the Six of Swords again, Knight of Swords again, Hanged Man, and Justice. Okay, yes. So, there's someone that's a part of your past that you like have some conflict in your life with. This is where this transition is being made. You're sort of seeing the situation in a new light, with new eyes, with more truth, like more of the truth, more clarity surrounding it. And it's inspiring you to set some new and clear boundaries. And that sort of propels you away from attachment to this situation. And it feels like you haven't wanted to be attached because like it's I don't conflicting. It's like argumentative, competitive in some way. It's like it disturbs your peace in whatever like form that takes for you. It disturbs your peace at a core level. And you've been in this energy of just sort of not really doing anything about it, just like putting things on pause, just sort of like existing in that space of the whatever this conflict is. It feels very communicative with all these swords, like so many swords. But yeah, like it feels like an energy of sort of ignoring it, sitting with it, accepting it, when like it really doesn't sit right with you. And there's been like a desire to move on from it, like so much moving on in this energy as well. So setting this, like making this move to set this boundary with this person or group of people or organization or situation, like whatever's creating that conflict for you and doesn't feel aligned with your desires for the future. Setting that boundary tips the scales. There's there's a sort of, it's almost like a fire gets ignited within you. I'm seeing like in this Hanged Man energy, like a little spark, like a little coal, and like all of this air energy, like the wind whipping up and like stoking and spreading that fire to where like it doesn't stop until it's burned everything away that's that's not fair to you, that doesn't feel balanced to you, that doesn't contribute to your experience of feeling peace about where you're at with regards to this situation. It's almost like something has been nagging at you, or like eating away at you, like little by little or slowly, and you've just sort of been putting off dealing with it, but things are coming to a head in some way this month. Like I'm getting this image of like someone trying to work on something, but there's like this little gnat that keeps flying, like trying to fly in their face. And it's like an experience of trying to continue to focus and like constantly brushing the gnat away. But like it doesn't ever go away because you didn't like take it outside or you didn't squish it or whatever. Okay, so let's look at the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So even before I get the other card, like, okay, so this gift that you're receiving, it has like different layers to it. In some respects, this is a gift that you're giving yourself because you're allowing this this like inspiration to make the change to be sparked within you, and you're like stepping into this space of being not brushing it off anymore and ignoring it and sort of like putting off dealing with it, but like actually stepping in and doing the work to create the energetic environment for yourself that makes you feel better, that makes you feel more at peace, more stable and more solid. And it's like the hard thing about this is it's like you're going to hurt someone's feelings probably. But the other part of this gift, other than like giving yourself this sort of like freedom from the situation by setting a boundary, there's something else that you're going to be receiving like from the universe. It could just like sort of like appear surprise one day. It would more likely come through like another person or like an already established sort of avenue in your life, or like for some of you it's like an act of kindness from a stranger that's like uncommon. But the universe is set to reward you for like doing this for yourself. I'm getting that like you maybe feel like this experience of victory, of success is something that's been like evading you or eluding you to some degree. And it's being shown that the reason this experience of like feeling progress, like feeling like things are going how you would like them to go, is because you've been in this experience of like eluding doing this work and standing up for yourself in this way, setting this boundary, like trying to keep peace and avoiding like hurting someone else's feelings. Like it's like avoiding making more conflict. It's like you're experiencing this conflict and you don't want to make it more, like make it worse, so you avoid like contributing it, avoid in like participating it, but like it still affects you. It's like a poking, prodding, energetic experience. And it's like you're brushing away the hand that's poking you instead of saying like, don't poke me anymore, or like get away from the poker. So yeah, like the universe is saying like this is kind of what it's been waiting on you to do. And because it's clear that you need to do this for yourself and your well-being, to not be concerned or like not worry about how others are going to react or behave or like handle what you need to do for yourself, and just like do what you need to do for yourself. So let's look at the Six of Swords. So yeah, like I said before, like this is definitely something from the past. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so it's like I don't know what this person's relationship is to you, or this group, or whatever this like entity that's causing conflict is, but you're on your own path. And it's like there's this energy of inherently, like subconsciously, like how to follow it, how to stay on it. But there's some element of the practical world, the physical world, that is making that challenging for you. And it could just be this dynamic in your life that's causing conflict. Like something about following your path, like setting this boundary, like doesn't feel practical to you in some way. And that's why it was a struggle to see it clearly. That's why it was a struggle to like leave it behind. It's just sort of like hanging out there. But this is an old way of thinking that it's just sort of like repeating to yourself like old thought processes, like stories that you tell yourself. But you're seeing things in a new light this month, seeing things differently. It's like you were like with the like brushing off, like you've been telling yourself that like this is fine, this is manageable, but you don't feel peaceful. Like you've been suffering in some way for it, and it like it's been impeding you from like being able to stay reliably and securely like on your path. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So something that you're focused on manifesting is, it's like there is this message here about like an aligned partner, a very deep and meaningful sort of like an ideal relationship partnership for yourself. But they're telling me the most important part of that is like how it aligns truly with your values. Okay. And this has to do with the like the gift from the universe. Like maybe this is a past like person that you've been involved with in a relationship, or it could just be thought processes, like beliefs about yourself that were like instilled in you by a past partner that you're still holding on to, even if they're like long gone. And it's almost like having the realization that like those thoughts and beliefs are still there, but they're not actually yours. That you like when you like think about it, that's just something you've been parroting to yourself that they used to tell you, and to the point that you believed it and you keep telling yourself that. It's like having this realization that you don't believe that's not actually true for you, that those aren't your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself, that those belonged to someone else and sort of got like impressed upon you or like subconsciously adopted by you. And like now that you're realizing that, you can let that go. And you know, for some of you it's like the actual person, but regardless of what that conflict and the release of it looks like, doing so aligns you, like starts you on this road to a new partnership that I don't know, like it doesn't have that same dynamic. Like this person doesn't project their beliefs onto you. I don't know. It's more of it feels more practical, more down to earth, more genuinely true to you. It's like there's not this there's not like an underlying energetic conflict. It feels very pure and innocent in some way. And like when I say that, it may be the farthest from that, but it's like the purity, the innocence. It's like it's just like a really high vibrational frequency. And there's like this experience of like, this is something so good, like it's like so intensely positive that it's almost like you don't you don't know how to handle it in some ways. Like nothing has ever been like this for you. It's like you have to go back to the drawing board and like reconfigure some parts of your life to like just support the magnitude of this connection, of this feeling. It's like an overflowing positivity, and that the peace that you've like been looking for and like seeking and like swatting away the disturbances is like it lies within this new experience. Like it's a truly solid foundation. It's truly reciprocal and balanced for you. And it's really making this transition, like setting this boundary and really moving forward into like allowing yourself to no longer accept things that don't suit you and to be open to receive what does. Like this is the end of a major life cycle for you. It's like that's why it maybe feels like spirit has been holding back on blessing you with what it is that you've asked for. It's because you have to they use the phrase, you have to put the final nail in the coffin. I'm not sure why they describe it that way. I've like never said that phrase in my life before. Oh, okay. That's why. They showed me it's like it's like driving a stake, like putting the nail in the coffin is like driving a stake through a vampire's heart, like that sort of. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, the Three of Swords is literally like swords in a heart. It's like it's the only way to kill the vampire. And that's what this feels like. It's like energetic vampirism where like you're like swatting away this fly or whatever instead of like stopping for a moment and getting it out of the room. It's like it's draining your energy. It's taking so much more energy for you to like continually combat this insect than it would be to just like pause and take care of it and then come back to what you're doing. So yeah, this is like the universe showing you like that you're not really done with this. You're not really complete with this. Like you have to go tie up the loose ends so that it's truly done and you can truly move on and be happy and like step into this new cycle, this new space that you've been desiring to be in. Let's look at the Six of Wands and the Sun. Yeah, it's like you feel like you're losing out on your goals, your dreams, like where you want to be. When it's like maybe you don't understand why, and this is why. It's because you need to have a more complete loss of this conflicting experience. Yeah. There's something karmic about this in nature. Like, yeah, like a big change is occurring. Yeah, things are moving forward, but something about this is like repaying a karmic debt. Huh. So I'm getting a strong impression that like this karmic debt it's like you may not understand what you're like paying it for. And like this does feel like something that like your actions are going to put this person in like like feeling a state of loss, of like despair or something. And like feeling that loss is important for them to like experience a change within themselves. Like not only is you not setting this boundary preventing you from moving forward and seeing your manifestations realized, it's like some sort of missing key for this person to learn more about themselves, like through that loss, through that experience of pain. And I don't remember what I said earlier, if I like mentioned it, but there was a message about like it may not be clear, like looking back on this life experience, it's like there may not be a clear indicator of like why this person deserves this, or like why this person needs this, or is like owed this experience. But it's like there's something, it's something from a past life that you experienced with this soul that's carried over. And I'm being shown that you may not be aware of that past life, even if you are like aware of others. It's like this is one that you like presently know nothing about, that like you've been blocked from being shown or like accessing any of the information about this past life, like where this person, I mean, it's like there was some sort of element of betrayal in some way. That could be anything, but you haven't been allowed to know, because something about knowing or remembering what happened would like affect your ability. It would like maybe throw you off course, affect your ability to like complete this cycle. And it's like I want to use the phrase like pay this karmic debt, but it like when I normally use that phrase, it feels like you're the one experiencing some sort of like misfortune or like suffering or something. But this is more like you're giving them back what you owe them, but it's like in a negative sense, like they brought you something negative, so you're like giving it back to them in a different form, in a different life. Yeah, and it yeah, like once you're free of this, once you like finalize this, put the nail in the coffin, the stake through the vampire's heart, and really like do what needs to be done here that you've sort of been avoiding in some way. Like this is a major accomplishment, and you're going to feel it like in a very large, like powerful way. It's like you're going to notice much more than just the absence of this conflict, because you're going to be receiving that reward from the universe for like meeting the karmic requirements of your interaction with this person. Ultimately, like this is the path toward being happier, feeling more peaceful, not just peaceful, but yeah, like accomplished, abundant, like things are going the way that they're supposed to go, like that you're on path, on track, that like really feeling like you're back on it. Because like right now it's like this experience of like you can see the path over there adjacent to you, but like you look down and your feet aren't standing on it, and you thought they were going to be when you look down, and like you don't really understand why, like why the GPS is locating you like 10 feet to the right of the path instead of on it. And this is why, and coming to this realization and doing the work to like tie up this loose end and set a new precedent for what your life is going to be like it will blow your mind how much things change just by doing like what feels like a relatively simple act on the surface. It may be like emotionally, mentally complicated in some way, but it feels like a very simple act to actually perform. And it's like you're going to be able to really celebrate your life once you complete this task. Yeah, journey. Like you're on this path. You've been trying to stay on it and follow it. But this experience with this person has been making it like more hazy, more nebulous, more foggy. And it's like, that's how you got 10 feet off. Because it's almost like something about this person's energy or your experience of them. It's like you're like, I'm all the signs point this way. My path is this way. I'm going to go this way. And this person is like putting up this conflicting sign going the other way, and like trying to convince you that you need to go off path. And it's, I don't know, it feels like this experience of like it being a simple act of, as it may be a little more involved than what I'm about to say, but it feels as simple as just being like, nah, fuck you, I'm going this way. but it's just like the act of actually saying that to this person and taking off instead of like standing there waiting for them to stop telling you to go the other way. Yeah. So Angel of Love and Door to Spirit are here. This is very connected to love, to your experience of like feeling loved, feeling whole, feeling peaceful. It's almost like feeling the love from the universe, feeling nurtured and received and heard by source, like by the greater power. And it's like that's what you've been seeking. You've been on this spiritual path, but it's like you haven't. There's something so much more for you on the other side of this door. Like this is part like doing that, like hurting this person and doing what's best for yourself is part of moving along this path. It's almost like it's like a next level of spiritual awakening, like a level up. It's like this feeling of completing a really hard video game level and feeling this immense relief and satisfaction and completeness after it's done. Okay. So if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe if you haven't already. I hope this is helpful to you and gives you some insight on how to approach your life in a way that's going to bring you what you desire. If you're interested in diving deeper and getting a personal reading regarding this situation or anything else going on in your life, you can see how to do that below. And I will see you next time. Bye, Virgo.